Alright, let's see if we can get this going before it's raining. Come on, buddy. There you go, huh? See if we can get some of this stuff burned up. Got laying here. Hopefully we're not too close. Go, Bubba. Go, Bubba. All right. Been wanting to try this thing out for a long time. Had it for quite a while. Randy knows and Herb probably know where I got the idea. Got it from 210 Outdoors. That rain Randy was talking about, yeah, it's coming this way. We've got a couple hours. Hi, Jody. Hi, Randy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. I mean, I think I only paid 21 bucks or something for this one. 24 bucks. If it holds up as good as 210s and other people's, I'm sure I'm gonna like it. Especially on the barrel boat. Pull up the shore. Throw this thing up. Let's see. Who else we got? Trudge on. How you doing? Herb. This is just a spur of the moment thing. You know, with this weather, all this rain, this little pile of wood's been sitting here for weeks. I figured, screw it, I'm gonna try it. It's going pretty good. And for being, I mean, it's dead wood, but it's been rained on. Looks like we're gonna catch just the tip of that storm. It's gonna come up and hit us in the middle of the night. I think they're saying between 2 and 8 a.m. or something over here. Now, the only problem I got is Axel. He's here somewhere, and he's on a leash cable. It could get real exciting if he wraps himself around the fire. Randy, that was a good live tonight. They're all good, but and Jody too. Jody, you tell some pretty crazy stories of this state we live in. Yeah. I was afraid the wind was going to pick up, when the storm started coming through. It was nice all day today. My oldest son showed up and was keeping his camper here. I don't know what it is, 25 foot or something, in the driveway with all the other stuff. I'd show you, but you probably can't see. It's over there somewhere. But this is going good, throwing some heat. I like it. I like it. Look at how fast that wood's burning. Been laying around for a long time. Thanks, Woody. How do you like the pit? It's right at my back door. Oh well, that's alright. Just gotta make sure Axel don't decide to run around it. Hi, Mike. Out and about with M&D. Survival Empire, thanks for stopping in. Thanks, this is my portable fire pit. I bit the bullet when I seen 210 Outdoors using his and looked them up and found out how cheap they were. I don't remember what this one was, 21 or 24 bucks. Yeah, I want to do some camping, Woody, with you guys. I gotta get the stupid boat redone first. That's kind of putting it off, but I gotta do it. Problem is I'm moving the back wall 2 feet, and all my wiring and everything might be affected. Lewis 420 39. Oh, Lewis. Oh no, must be a different Lewis. Welcome in. We're not going to bust out any weeds right yet. Thanks anyway. Well, that was what? How long we been on? 9 minutes, and that fire is chewed up them sticks pretty good. Let me put some more on. Man, I tell you what, it sure smells good. This wood is nice and seasoned. It's so weird burning on a mesh like that. Brought a couple logs, small, not really logs, but boy, no short of this around here. There's another big pile over there. Let's see. Grab a spider. Let's see. Put that on there. See little chunks falling off, but nothing falling through the middle. Just stuff falling off the sides. That's a good thing. I mean, not that it's falling off the sides, but nothing's falling through the middle. Randy, man, I've done nothing like I used to. I used to do a lot of building stuff. Go-karts and mini bikes for the kids, and boats, and right now I still got 4 boats. My favorite's the barrel boat, of course. I might have to move you guys back so you don't get burned. I still got my my favorite toy is the golf cart. Got it painted up and the nice wheels, and decided to put a 440 engine in it. I gotta finish that up. I bet this probably works so well because of all the air flowing underneath. No, with a tripod and a hanging crate, be all set. Well, not right now, it's going too high, but get some coals in there. It's pretty cool. I mean, I've seen other ones where you have more of a rigid 4 sides with like a 3-inch lip or whatever, still mesh, but they're expensive. Over $100. This one was $20. But you gotta be careful. Sometimes you get what you pay for. I wouldn't go tossing any log on there from 4 feet away. It'd probably collapse. But just for like this, I mean, it works pretty good so far. Yeah, I figured, Jody, because it feels like it's coming. It's starting to get cool, windy. I looked at the radar. It said like 1 a.m. I'm thinking, oh man, do I want to have a fire and have a chance of a soggy, wet mesh fire pit in the morning that I got to clean up? But what the hell? I've had it for, oh geez, I've had this for a couple months. It's like, no, I got to try this thing. Yeah, Woody, I wanted to make sure it rode high in the water and could put some weight on it. You know, whether it's me and Axel and camping gear or just 4 people fishing, whatever. So 15 barrels on a 16-foot boat is kind of not uh, not very common, but it works well. I mean, I can go in a foot of water, maybe a little deeper. The biggest thing that stands out for me on that trip was just cruising on electric for a week. ran my hotspot for TV all week, and I had a Roku, so I didn't miss none of your guys' channels while I was out there. Now, hindsight, I should have done a bunch of lives out there. It was amazing. Just amazing. Cruising at the speed of a canoe could get a little, I don't want to say annoying, but can get on you, and I could start the motor and go faster, or just sit back and say, yeah, but look what I'm cruising in. I'm cruising around the living room. Well, one thing I can say is this thing will eat up the firewood. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear the frogs. I really got to talk to the neighbor or something. I got to be able to walk over there and fish. She's a widow now. And I think the one boat I have back there is actually her husband's old boat before he died. I got to redo that one too. But she's got 16-acre lake, 2 houses down, runs parallel to my property. I gotta get over there one time just to see, because I've never seen anybody fish out of there. 22 years. There's got to be some huge fish. Jody, if you're still there. Yeah. I get a message from Andy today. He said his dad bought one of those mini excavators. Yeah. I think Andy's going to be spending some time working on it. A lot of little stuff. I mean, little Chinese excavator for under $5,000. They throw them together, unfortunately. But if you know what you're doing, like Andy, he could just spend the afternoon doing everything and it should be fine. What's up, Roby? That is a mesh fire pit, portable fire pit. It's really wild. It's a stainless steel mesh. Roby D's Garage. One of my best friends since we were like 12, 13. He's got a cool channel. He's in the process of finishing up a, what is it, 73 or 72 Duster, the 340. Cool, Herb. Hope it's something good, man. 70 Duster. Jody, I have a notebook for everything. Now, can't remember nothing. Well, so far so good for, let's just say 24 bucks. I don't remember. I know they had some for 21. And it folds up in a tiny little bag about a foot long, like a loaf of bread. I was curious to see what comes through the bottom, if anything. I mean, you could strap this to your backpack. It doesn't weigh anything. If you needed to, I mean, you can always build a fire on the ground, but I mean, if you were backpacking in somewhere and it was raining, the ground was wet, this would probably be a good alternative. Yeah, I think you're right, Randy. All that air underneath. I don't know how many uses. We'll have to find out. I know another guy that has the more expensive one, Cassidy's Adventures. He uses his every trip, every weekend or whatever. He's had it for quite a while, over a year. Loves it. Did you sub to Roby D. Jody? Cool. He's a great guy. Yeah, everybody go over to Roby D's and Roby D's Garage. Sub to him. And Jody Genealogy and Herbert. Ozark guy. I'd make you all moderators if I knew how. So you could check it out. But you know, with these new titles or names, whatever, all you gotta do is copy and paste. What do you mean, Woody? Won't let you in his channel. That's weird. If I did more lives, I could figure out how to add them, link them. Holy cow. There's a lot of options right there. Close those. We'll worry about that some other time. Alright, we got some fallout. Luckily, no issues with Axel. He's just laying over there on the grass. Oh, it's hot on my face. I don't know what I did yesterday. My legs are sore. Oh. Yeah, everything seems to put Woody to sleep. I don't know if you're on your phone or what, Woody. I'm always on my laptop, so I just copy and paste. I don't know how to do this on the phone. Yep, the barrel boat's getting skinned in aluminum. I'm changing up the color scheme. Let's go. Well, we'll go according to the weather. If it starts getting crazy, I'll let it burn out and we can take a look at the bottom and see what it looks like. I got so many stoves and well, I got a few fire pits, but I wasn't going to bring my Red Camp stove, firebox, whatever it is. But I wasn't going to cook on anything, and I wanted to try this one, so this one's a little harder to clean up, but it'll be alright. Woody, you're only a couple years older than me, a few years older than me. Well, health-wise, I got you by about 20 years. Me being the older, not you. I don't feel a day over 90. So this was a crazy storm. Well, the last few weeks. I think there's another tornado. Or a couple tornadoes somewhere down south. Good night, Mike. Jeff? Who's Jeff? Is it? Who's Jeff, Woody? Did I miss somebody? I don't know how to do these. Oh. Well, that explains it. I can never. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. I can never see Jeff on any live unless I have live chat selected. How do I do that on my phone when I'm the one doing the live? Settings? Who's the expert here? Jeff? Jody? How do I see the live chat so I can see the gorilla? Chat filter. Oh boy. Top messages. All messages. Hey, there he is. I can see you now, Jeff. The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. Yeah, Jeff, I'm just trying out this new portable mesh, stainless steel mesh fire pit. So far, it's pretty nice. I've been burning up a bunch of sticks like crazy. Jody, do you see Jeff? What did I just do? All right. Yeah, it does. It's just sucking down the wood. Jody, I have to turn on all messages or live chat in order to see Jeff ever. And on my phone, I just went into settings. It was in there. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not cold. I think it's down into the 50s now. There's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I get a lot of exercise with this thing. I got to get up every 5 minutes and throw more sticks on. This one's a little bigger. These are just all from the yard. I mean, I broke them up, but I think that's a maple tree or oak tree over there. Just drops a ton of branches. I wanted to ask Jeff how he liked his, what is it, Starlink. We were thinking about getting it for up north. I guess they got some kind of new plan now where you can just rent the equipment and get a cheaper price. Is that what you did, Jeff? Well, I think this is going to come in handy. I like it. The problem with the barrel boat camping is if you want to have a fire, there's nowhere to go. I can just pull over somewhere on shore. Because when I was there last time, a lot of the campsites were taken. But the cool thing was some of the campsites were marked no camping because of, well, the only thing I can think of is because, no, Randy, I'm not ready for winter. But some of them were marked no camping because I think they were just letting them rejuvenate. And then a couple of years later, maybe they reopen them and swap them with other, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But the cool thing was I could pull up to them, hang out there, use the fire pit, and And then I can just camp on the boat, not on the campsite, so I'm good. We got a message held for review. Should we show it? Oh, okay. I'll have to look into. Oh, to look into that, Jeff. What's the matter, Axel? What's out there, big boy? Hi, Bob. Thanks for stopping in. Holy schmoly. Alright, phone's on fire. I think I just lost my eyebrows on that one. Congratulations, Woody. Hope you guys have a good time on the road. Hope everything goes well. Selling the house. That's so cool. I won't ask, but I'll be looking forward to seeing what you're doing. Yeah, Bob, I'm trying to get this fire pit tested before the storm comes this way. It's supposed to be here in a couple hours. Yeah, Ozarks, Randy. Hope that works out for you, man. That's a bummer. Chasing 70 degrees. Yeah, you guys are both in Ohio. I'm surprised you haven't met up yet. Through Jimmy Boy or something. Yeah, I'd like to get together with you too, Woody. I'm doing the van. Decided to go ahead and do the van since I'm not getting rid of it. I can end up keeping it. So I'll probably put a floor in it and a bed and some cabinets. I've already had to cut the grass here, Bob. Just because it was so long, not because I wanted to. But we got a problem because what's the problem? It's just life, but our septic field is in the front yard. And it grows an inch a day, I swear. Axel, what's up, buddy? Camping at Harrison Lake in 2 weeks. I got so much I want to do. I just, health-wise, I move like a turtle. The reason why I don't do lives is because of my eyesight. Can't read the chat. Now I got to go to 2 specialists. A retina specialist and a cataract surgeon. Randy, are you still at your that cottage you were building at 10 acres? My only problem camping with all you guys is I can't go on no 4-mile hikes. But I can stay back and guard the camp. Well, it's been 40 minutes. Nothing's hit the ground yet. That's a good sign. Well, I hope everything goes good with that move and getting that job. Hey, John, how you doing? Squirrels Magnet Fishing Outdoors. I'm just testing out this new fire pit, mesh fire pit, real cheap, 24 bucks. So far, nothing's hit the ground, so. But it sure goes through the wood quick. I'm only a couple miles from Canada, and I swear that they put a drone up over the river. I don't see it tonight, but there's always this light. Not always. Once in a while, there's this light. Yeah, it's not a star. And I think it's them flying over the river. Probably the Border Patrol. We have more Border Patrol in our town than police, I think. Thanks, John. Yeah, well, we got some stories. I mean, we're not too terribly far from an air base. And my next door neighbor told me one day that something woke him up at like 4 in the morning. Some crazy humming noise. And he came out here and seen something in the sky. And he said he almost called me to wake me up to get me out here to look at it, but I wish he would have. Never know. Every once in a while you'll hear something so loud. It's like, what the heck is that? It's flying over. I only have one story, Jeff. And that was when I was probably 10 years old. We were driving down to Florida. Stopped at a Holiday Inn in Tennessee or Georgia. And I met another kid at the hotel, and we were running around playing, and it was on the side of a mountain, you know. We started climbing up through the sand and got up on the grassy part, and, you know, it kept going up, but into the woods. And as soon as we got up on that grassy part, I just got a chill. I just freaked right out. And I looked and I saw a pair of eyes, and they didn't look like they were down low. And I just turned around and ran back down. But that's about the only. And the only thing I can say is the eyes were up high. They weren't down low like a coyote or a cougar. And I was 10, and I was looking up, you know. That freaked me out. Thanks, John, for the thumbs up. Good night, Woody. Let's see. Oh, okay. I have a hard time with the... If I did a live with the phone and watched on my tablet, I'd be much better off. Well, it's burning down pretty quick and pretty good. I mean, that log, even that log is half gone. There is a good amount of hot coals right in the middle. Let's take a look here. Oh man. Wouldn't that be nice to cook on? Uh-oh. Got some wet stuff in there. Well, now we can say one thing. Nancy Drew doesn't show up to everybody's lives. How close am I to Sault Ste. Marie? Oh, I'm a long way from there, Jeff. I'm only, I don't know what it is. Let's see, I'm at 24-ish. I'm only about 20, probably 20 miles north of Detroit on the east side. I'm in a pretty good spot. I got a river 3 miles to the east, the North Channel 3 miles to the south, and Anchor Bay 3 miles to my west. Every body of water you can think of to fish in around here. Sault Ste. Marie, probably 6 hours north, something like that. Yep, Canada's 3 miles to my east, divided by a river. The shipping channel, all the freighters. I don't know if you saw my short the other day where we were eating at the, shoot, I can't remember the name now. Anyway, we were eating at this restaurant, looking out the window, and freighter was going by the window. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm in a fishing town, pretty much. Well, I think we're going to let this go and check out the bottom. I'm interested now. Can't imagine how a big pile of red hot coals like that can sit on that mesh and not just burn it. Now there's a story for you. My Lacnac, 12 by 12 Cabela's a Lacnac that tore finally after being up forever. My son took it, wrapped it up, rolled it all up, threw it away for me. And I asked him, I said, where's the tarp that was underneath it? He said, I threw it away. It had a big burn hole in it. I'm like, what do you mean it had a burn hole in it? Yeah, it had a big burn hole in it, about a foot around, a foot and a half in diameter. And he pulls it out and shows me. I'm like, what the hell? That tarp was on the ground. On top of the tarp was the tent. On top of the tent was a welding blanket. And then on top of that was the wood stove. So I don't know how in the hell that happened. And I asked him, I said, was there a hole in the bottom of the tent too? And he didn't know. So that just still baffles me. I don't know. Because the welding blanket looked perfectly fine. There's nothing, no burn marks, no char, nothing. But yet 3 layers under is melted. Just kind of crazy. And I can't imagine the tarp would melt and not the tent. So I don't know if there was a hole in the tent too, but that was pretty bizarre. But that thing was up for, I think it was up for 20 months the first time, and about 13 or 14 the second time. And when it ripped, it was because there was about 100 pounds of water on the roof, and I grabbed the seam and pulled, and it just ripped all down the seam. Hello, Annie. Welcome in. Just testing out this portable mesh fire pit. It was only 24 bucks. Figured I'd give it a try. So far, it works good. Goes through the wood, the wood pretty fast, but nothing underneath it. I haven't seen a speck of hots fall through. It's a big pile of coals right in the middle there. It's amazing. Thanks, Jody. Yeah, we'll see how this does. Curious. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little flimsy. But I think as long as you don't throw a big old log on there, should be fine. If it doesn't, if nothing falls through, it doesn't make a mess. This would be nice for the backyard. Sometimes you don't want a fire pit. This would work good. If you put a tripod over it and cooked on that, when you leave, it wouldn't even be a trace you were there. Some ashes. And Squirrel, I have to talk to you or look at your videos and figure out what magnet to get again. I know I've seen you recommend them many times, but I'll have to check it out. I want to get a magnet for magnet fishing out on the boat too. Especially if I go back to the same spot. I might be able to find my anchor. Man, look at that. That was like red hot. That log, or that, still there. Try and get that to burn in half. Ooh, it's hot on the face. We'll go a few more. Axel's being a good dog. He's laying here next to me. So Annie, where are you from? I know where most of the other people are from. Michigan and Ohio. Oh, and John, I can't remember where you're at either. Southern Ohio, another Ohioan. Nice. John, you're further south, aren't you? Southwest? Southeast. Somewhere. I don't know. I was just talking to somebody about the little solo stove that I got, and it got recalled. And I think when I read the recall, I can't do a whole lot of reading. My eyes. It's in tiny print. I could blow it up on the screen, but I just skimmed through it, and what I gathered was somebody took one of them little tiny solo stoves, the one I reviewed for $20 instead of $60 for the solo stove. They took it, and I think it said they used flammable liquids. Shouldn't laugh. But it must have blew up and hurt or killed somebody. So they recalled it. And I don't know. That was $20. This was $20. I think I feel safe using the little solo stove. It's not solo stove. It's Dodo Tech or some Chinese brand, but $20 instead of $60. And she was, thinking, oh, maybe she paid too much for hers if they're all the same. I said, well, for $60, you got the peace of mind that it is a solo stove, and haven't heard any recalls on those. But I can't imagine them being a whole lot different. To find out, I'd have to order a solo stove and look at them both. But I think it was just, by the wording in the recall, I think it was just a user error. You can't put flammable materials in a little tin can like that. You know, the fumes probably made it explode or something. I'm in lower Michigan, Annie. Pennsylvania. Okay, that's right, John. Yeah, I gotta do some fishing. I'm itching for some fishing. Gotta get the barrel boat back together. I'm adding 2 feet to the cabin. Skinning the whole thing in aluminum is really gonna help a lot. Won't have to worry about it. I had a buddy of mine, YouTube buddy, real popular guy. He's on the Great Loop right now with his boat, his shanty boat. But he did an interview of the barrel boat, and I was telling him about skinning it in aluminum with uh, just roof flashing, 24-inch flashing. He's like, isn't that too thin? It is thin, but you either build where your outside walls are a part of the structure or not. And the outside walls on the barrel boat are not part of the structure at all. So I can cover it with something like that. The only thing I got to worry about is rocks from the road poking a hole in it or something. But should be nice. Because it was only, well, not only, it's been 5 years. And the walls are finally rotting away. Because they're just dry erase board. Which I knew. I wasn't going to build a $10,000 boat to find out if it floated good or was what I wanted. I knew I was going to have to redo it. And this was exactly why. If I did it out of aluminum the first time around, now I wanted to add 2 feet, it'd be a big hassle. Now I just pull all the walls off, build the back wall, wrap the whole thing in aluminum. Should be nice. Go float around on solar for a week again. All right, you can see that. That's red hot in there. I can't believe that mesh is holding that in, not just melting through. It's stainless steel, so I don't have to look up the melting temperature of stainless steel. But right there, if you had a tripod and a rack hanging over top of it, you can make some good burgers, good steak. I don't know if you can hear the frogs. They're chirping. We keep getting all this rain, and I might try to do some canoeing right in the back of my own property. Oh, back half is flooded again. Yep, that'd be good, Annie. You know, I never knew there were so many gold prospectors in Michigan until YouTube. I think that is so cool. Yeah, a pot of chili on there would be really good. I wonder what that would do if it got rained on. Wonder how hard it would be to clean out afterwards. If it would just be a layer of muck. I don't know. But Stephanie Dow, hello. Thanks for coming in. Just testing out this mesh fire pit. Little portable. I'll show you the bag it comes in. What do you think? Should we throw more on? Keep going? Look at this nice little bag. That whole fire pit fits in that bag. Look at that. That is so bizarre. Whew. Look at those coals. Ouch. That is so hot. Look at it. I can't even get near it. That's so crazy. Oh, no kidding, Annie. That is cool. I would love to try it, but if I did, I'd be spending a bunch of money. I don't want to do that right now. Isn't that cool, Stephanie? It was only like 24 bucks for this fire pit. That's a cool part too. And even though it is pretty wide, I think I could get the tripod over it. Either hang a kettle or a grill. I'm looking forward to it now. Try cooking on this bad boy. I want to take the barrel boat right here by the house. Except we don't have any 24-hour launches, which is not a deal breaker. But it's big water out there. I would not want to get caught. And the storms blow up pretty quick. Got caught out there a couple times in an old pontoon. Got caught out there in a 26-foot cabin cruiser. It is not fun. I mean, it's a big lake. So if I took the barrel boat out there, couldn't come back in, I would definitely have to hunker down somewhere. That makes me nervous. When I took the two trips up north, it was all secluded in the national forest, or yeah, state forest, national forest, I don't know. Yeah, possibly, Tammy. You know, if we can get days to line up, days off. Well, I don't work, but yeah, you know, him with his time. We missed our April trip because the place where we always went or have gone the last couple of years wasn't open yet. They were closed for maintenance till May this year. The last couple of years have been really funny in Michigan. They've had some campgrounds just completely closed for remodeling. Some of them opened up late, opening up late again this year. And they've all gone up in price. Lower Michigan, Stephanie. I know, isn't that something, Annie? I could barely touch the coals with that stick without burning my hand, and that thin mesh is holding it up. Not even a. It can't even. Yeah, I mean, it's not even red on the bottom. That's so bizarre. I could keep going, keep throwing wood on there. It is. I can hear the wind up high blowing through the trees. It's kind of secluded behind the house, but Stephanie, you just finished getting off live with your sister. Cool. You should leave me a message what her channel is. Yeah, I got a couple of fire rings around the property, and it's. I don't know. I like having them around, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll let you know, Tammy. I mean, things have been up in the air too because of Axel. He's a great dog, just the two of us, but he just goes nuts around people. I mean, for a little while, and then he calms down, but I mean, I knew going in, but he was just so cute. I had to get him. I knew a border collie, was going to be a lot of work, but he's a trip. He won't play with less than 2 items at a time. He'll have a ball in his mouth and kick another ball all through the house with his paws, or he'll have a ball and a blanket in his mouth and kick a ball around. And then if the bulldog needs to go out, my son's dog, he goes nuts, attacks him every time. Doesn't hurt him, doesn't attack him, but gives him crap every time he's got to take him out. He's definitely a herder. Be great if I had some cattle or sheep or something. He'd be happy. And then the little Yorkie gets underneath his feet, and it's pretty funny to watch because he has a hard time finding her. She's just bouncing around underneath him, but I don't really like that because if he steps on her, it's not going to be good. So he's a handful and has been putting a damper on my social outings. He hates Jimmy with a passion. I don't know if it's Jimmy Boy's energy, but he's good with. He's generally good with everybody if you give him a few minutes. but he just wants to tear Jimmy Boy's head off. I don't know why. Oh, Nikki Dow. I think I've heard of her. Hey, look who's here. Colby, what are you doing? What are you doing up this late, Colby? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I've been watching your lives. I've been watching everybody's lives. I just sometimes don't comment because I can't keep up with the chats. My eyes are just... Thanks for coming in, Colby. Oh, yeah, Annie and Jeff and Tammy can probably have some stuff to talk about as far as gold painting. All right, Colby. You never know nowadays. I think I'm going to fall behind with the AI stuff here. I haven't even looked at it yet. That one Jimmy Boy posted on Facebook was hilarious. That was great. All right, I'm going to put a little more in. I wanted to try and get rid of this pile. Let's just do it. If we get caught in the rain, that's okay. Need to clean this up. Let's go big. Let's see if we can see Axel. There's the barrel boat out there. Here's my boy. He's a big old boy. Everything I read, too, about border collies said like 50 pounds. He's like 75. Oh, just got really, really calm. It'd be the calm before the storm. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a runner. He's not like Duke. He's not built like a tank. My son's bulldog is built like a tank, too. I got 3 boys. One youngest has got a... Oh, cane corso. Nice. And my youngest has got a pit bull mix. Middle son has a purebred French bulldog. And Axel is a border collie mix. They told me he's border collie mixed with Australian Shepherd. That's probably a double whammy. And then my oldest boy has got some kind of collie. And then, of course, we got the little Yorkie. The little Hellion. Did you ever see a little Yorkie bounce around barking at a bulldog? I know I've seen them, Stephanie. I'm gonna have to look them up. Refresh my memory. Cane Corso. And I don't know if it matters or not, but Axel is my first boy dog. And I don't know. Sometimes I think he's still battling me for alpha. I don't know. I've always had girl dogs and never a problem. Oh boy, here we go. Heating up the camera. Phone. Whew, that was warm. Yeah, we've gotten lucky with this weather too. A lot of the storms, they mostly go from west to east, and when they hit the big lake, I'm right on the other side. So a lot of stuff breaks up before it gets to me, which is nice. Or in the winter, with the snow, opposite, we'll pick up a little more snow. So we're almost at an hour and a half, and that thing is amazing. I mean, it almost looks like it's sagging in the middle a little bit. But, okay, I see a little bit right here, this bottom right corner. Where is it? Right there. I see a little bit of red underneath. That's bizarre. Everywhere else, it's not red. I don't know. I was gonna say I should throw an egg on there, but that might be really hard to clean off. That reminded me. I made hard-boiled eggs one night. I'm a night time person. My dog's a girl. Yeah, I always had girl dogs. Let's see, Annie. The best dog I ever had was my blue heeler. Those are really nice dogs. Round up the kids, that's even better. So yeah, I did. I did this funny thing. I made hard-boiled eggs one night and fell asleep. If you ever heard or seen hard-boiled eggs explode, you know what I'm talking about. We have a cathedral ceiling in the kitchen, and yeah, I was cleaning the egg off the walls for quite a while. But what woke me up was the sound of them exploding. It was pretty funny. I'll never live that one down. think if I got another dog after Axel, I think it'd be a girl again. He's a good dog. He goes everywhere with me, and we were at Kroger a couple times, and two different women, both times, come up to the van. Oh, he's so beautiful. Are you interested in studding him out? Well, the first lady did. I'm like, oh no, he's fixed. Oh, bummer. The second lady was just saying how good looking he was. I wish I would have, not got him fixed sometimes. He gets a little crazy. Gets a little cray-cray sometimes. I'm getting older. Wife's getting older. She's older than me. A little 70-pound, 75-pound dog blasting you in the side while you're not expecting it. It's a little rough. What do you see, buddy? You see something back there? So what do you guys think about this $24, let's just say $25 fire pit? I'm thinking it's pretty cool. And I bet you, if you emptied it out, I bet you it wouldn't take long to cool down either. That's the biggest problem with just being us at home, is his barking. And then the other problem is when people come over, he'll be jumping on everybody. But I wanted a camping companion. My wife doesn't camp. She won't boat no more. She won't camp no more. I had that 26-foot cabin cruiser. Beautiful boat. Nobody would touch it. Nobody would help me with it. Nobody would, you can't launch. I mean, it didn't launch. It was in a slip. Always in the water. But you can't, sometimes you can't do all that by yourself. I ended up getting rid of it and building the barrel boat. That was nice. But I managed to put everything that boat had on it, I managed to put on the barrel boat. Bathroom and place to cook. People get tired of hearing it, but it was just unbelievable. Cruising for a whole week on solar. And I know Jeff just built a power station. I got two of them. One for the motor and trolling motor, and the rest for the cabin power. And I'm pretty excited because I'm switching to lithium, so lithium batteries. Yeah, if you knew me through the years, you'd know a lot of boats pass through this yard. I already got lithium, Jeff. Oh yeah, it's cool. It's really cool, Jeff. I mean, it's so different to have no sound at all and to be moving, you know. My niece has a corgi, Jody. She loves that dog. Boy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding because I'm by so much water. But sometimes I just don't feel comfortable, with the lake that big. So it's kind of a river boat. So if, we plan it right or something, maybe I could head a little south, Jeff, and whoever. We can do some little lakes until I get out onto this lake and feel comfortable. I mean, I've been out there with my old pontoon boat, and that was unsinkable. But it didn't have a cabin on it. It was just I've had, and that's the other thing. I've had rich jerks out there trying to sink me. You know, it's illegal, and you can call it in, and you can get them in trouble. But it's a little side the point if your boat's underwater. And they tried to do that with the. We were in the pontoon boat, and there was a 16-foot aluminum right in front of us. We were hanging to the side, and this guy come right at us with like a 50-footer and cut at the last minute. Just about sunk the 16-footer. My boat, all it did was bounce around. You're not gonna. The only thing you could do to a pontoon is flip it over. You can't sink one. And those guys in that little 16-foot boat were screaming on the phone to the sheriff. We just took off and did our own thing, but so I'm a little hesitant to get out there with the barrel boat. I just people are rotten. I mean, when we had the regular pontoon boat, I bought a slip at the yacht club, and every time we'd go down to the pontoon boat, somebody would throw candy bars all over it. It's a pontoon boat parked amongst all these big boats. And that was their way of saying, "Get that piece of crap out of here," or something. I don't know, but yeah. Good night, Annie. Thanks for stopping in. The boat feels great. I mean, it's rock solid. And when I did experience waves, because on the river, when I took it on the Black River, there were jet skis and boats flying all up and down there, and it handled the waves great. But those are, you can control that. I mean, if a boat's coming, you can cut into the waves. If you're out there during a storm on the lake, that's what I would worry about. I wouldn't worry about. The only thing I would worry about with the barrel boat is a rollover. If I hit them straight on, it's just going to cut right through them. And that was one of the reasons why I got the 2-foot walls all the way around, so water can bounce off. But you get out on Lake St. Clair with some rollers and crazy chop. I mean, we get whitecaps out there, and I wouldn't feel safe. I don't think. What did I miss, Jeff? Oh. Wow, this thing is just crazy. That is so hot. I can feel it from here with no flame. I would like to, every time I see that gold prospecting in Michigan, it's like, man, I would like to try that. So that big log is gone now. I mean, it wasn't a log, but I mean, what was it? 3, 4 inches in diameter. Gone. She gone. I'd love to pour it out, check it out. But I can't do that. Dogs. See if we can find a good enough stick. Poke around. Can you hear that? I'm trying to scrape it. See if anything happens. Wow. Man, it'd be great to cook over that right now. Put a few of these little ones. Actually, being a good doggy. Yeah, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Getting cold out. Yeah, I think it'd be cool though. But yeah, you gotta buy all the stuff. I don't know if it'll hold it. I mean, I think it would hold a big, nice chunk of wood just because of the way it's built. I don't have one though. All I got is those smaller pieces. The legs are all crisscrossed inside of a bracket. That's kind of a neat design. I don't know why they did the corners like that, the clips. I would think it'd be much easier a different way. I mean, just pins coming off of the poles, like tent poles, I think would be easier, but probably a price thing. It's probably a few bucks extra to do that. No stars tonight. Oh. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Sounds like a couple of cats fighting. Something's fighting with something. Alright, I'm going to call it. I'm going to stop putting wood on it. We'll see how long it takes to just go out. I doubt if the mesh is going to do anything to make it go out any sooner. It's just fresh air underneath it. It's probably helping it. Holy cow, something is duking it out with something out there. It's hard to tell. It sounds like it's a couple houses down. My property is really weird here. It's like a subdivision, but we go back almost half a mile. It's kind of nice having neighbors on each side, but I think I'd rather have a big old square. Right now we got like a runway. You can land a plane if it wasn't all wooded. I think we're 20, almost 2,500 feet deep. It's quiet now. Whatever it was is done fighting. Guess I'm gonna have to invest in some chat GTP or something. Do some crazy AI. Everybody's doing cool stuff. I want to touch the bottom and see if it's hot, but I know it is. Be all hot coals in a minute. It's when you go grab a nice 16-ounce steak and just toss it right on. Really quiet now, but sometimes during the summer it's so cool. I can hear the speedboats and the freighters. You can hear the freighters all year round. It's just a low hum. Catch anything in that river too. Walleye. Oh God. What else? Salmon. Everything in that river. Sturgeon. I was sitting on the boardwalk with Jimmy Boy and I caught that foot-long perch. Oh, maybe it was 10 inches. I don't remember. It was a nice perch. A little different than being in the city where I grew up. Well, there's nothing on the ground below it. That's pretty amazing. Well, it's even holding all the ash and stuff on top. Who's left? Jeff? Jeff, he's still in here? I wonder if I could... I don't know. I'm definitely not going to put anything more on. We'll let it burn out and see what we end up with. A little solo stove. I don't think I can find it now, but I should have went back and printed it out and read it. Or had somebody read it. Who's over there, buddy? See somebody? I'm gonna go grab the cordless hole puncher. You're gonna take care of it. Keep an eye out. Don't look at me. Yeah, he's not all bark and no bite either. There's a lot of bite. He got irritated with me. I grabbed him by the collar, which happened to be his bark collar, while he was barking, zapped the shit out of him. He turned around and just about took my hand off. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He's staring at me. Oh, you can see him. He's up there. He's right there. But he put 4 puncture holes in my hand quicker than you could say shit. And I learned that I'm not going to do that again. But he barks so much, sometimes when people are over or whatever, we put the bark collar on him. Which works. He doesn't like it. He's wearing it right now, but he's got so much hair, and I don't put it on super tight. So half the time the electrodes don't get to his skin. And I don't like using it anyway. I don't like using anything. I don't even like yelling at him. But well, if there was something there, he scared it away. It's not there anymore. Yeah, was he making Duke bark? Or you have more than one dog though, right? Wish I knew what all these options were on the screen. Oh, okay. Duke doesn't bark. Well, that would be great. We got my son's dog will just bark. I take him out to go to the bathroom, during the day, and my son's at work. And I put him back in the house, and he barks for like an hour. But it's not. He's just playing. He's not doing anything wrong, or he's not wanting back out. He's just playing. Shadows of the Fish. I want to see what Axel. I still haven't taken him down to the lake yet. I want to take him down there and see if he jumps in or what. We haven't had very good luck. We had a three-legged dog, best dog ever, and obviously you'd have to put her in a life jacket, but you get her in the water and she would wrap those three legs around you so tight. She didn't care for it. And then I had a chocolate lab, and that chocolate lab we had tried to jump off of the front of the pontoon boat. I think I was holding the leash or somebody was holding the leash. And that poor dog got out midair to the end of that leash and did a somersault, landed in the water, and she did not want to go in the water ever again after that. Oh. I love it when Axel gets spooked by something. Jumps up. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? I'm thinking we got 6 minutes left for a 2 hour live, and this fire might be out. It's burning up quick. Say, yep, I got a dog, and he likes to bite, so get out of here. Is it? Yeah, I'm feeling like it's gonna rain here pretty soon because now the wind died down again. It's probably gonna come in kicking. Radar, and when I looked at the radar said like around 1 a.m. 1 to 8. And then we'll probably go back in the woods tomorrow and see how much is flooded. My property is stepped, so it goes, I don't know, probably 500-600 feet, drops down 5-6 feet, goes another 500-600 feet, drops down another 6 feet, and then goes about 1,000 feet. So that back 1,000 feet is, 10, 12 feet lower than the house here. So it's all flooded back there. Which would be great if it stayed. Stock it with fish. But it usually dries up. You know, May, it'll dry up. Oop. Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking for. You can see it's going to leave a lot of little bits. You're going to have to push them in. Burn them all up. That is so crazy. That is like red hot in the middle there. Trying to get down to the mesh. I'm tempted to try and push a hole through it, but I don't want to ruin it. I mean, I don't know, stainless steel. Pretty durable. It's so hot it doesn't want to go out. I'm trying to put it out on a mesh. Getting air from the other side. It's got a pretty good crease where it folds in half. You can feel that right there. I know I'm not getting it back into the bag tonight, but let's see what happens here. We'll call it here in a couple minutes and can always update you on this video. Let's see here. Hello. Look at my hair. My hair is getting so long. Wow. I'm gonna have a big old bushy head of gray hair before long. Yeah, I look like Uncle Fester or Grandpa from the Munsters. I got my beard back, Jeff. I shaved it off. It's back. Yeah, I'll fill you in on the fire pit. For 20 bucks, I think everybody should have one if it works, you know, if it ends up being a good thing. I'll do a video and put a link. Yeah, I got the breeze just hit me in the back, coming from around the house, coming from the west. southwest. Yeah, we need to get some people out on the boat with their pride and joy. That, and I gotta get the 440 put in the golf cart. That's my other favorite toy. Polaris is nice, but it's, I don't know. It's like a miniature pickup truck. Golf cart, so much fun. That's why I like aluminum stuff. My golf cart is 94. 94 club car with an aluminum frame. It's just like the day I bought it. That's why I'm doing the boat in aluminum. In fact, everything I got is aluminum. I have one fiberglass boat still, but all my trailers are aluminum. Thanks, Jeff. I should do a video with, if I, just get out of the shower and just towel my hair. It sticks up so bad. I think it'd be funny. Except for all the gray now. I'm gonna be 60 years old. Ay, ay, ay. Where does the time go? Besides working your butt off for the man. I did 39 years designing car parts. Yep, time flies when you're having fun. And when you're not, fun flies while you're doing time. Yeah, it was a good run. 39 years in automotive, handful of patents. And out early because of my freaking eyeballs and my back, my neck. I had totaled my truck into a tree. Shit, almost 40 years ago. Wasted the vertebrae at the bottom and the one at the top. Cut my ear off. My head, my ear pushed the stereo into the dash. So hard of hearing in my right ear. Can't see out of my left eye. My neck is jacked. My back, lower back is jacked. Yeah. It's a bummer. But what are you going to do? I definitely did not treat my body like a temple. I treated it like a tent. Is that how it goes? I had so many accidents and dirt bikes and cars and getting hit by cars. I got hit by a bunch of old ladies one time. I ran a yellow. Bent my bike. Come home all bloody. Oh no, I went to my rode my bike to my girlfriend's house anyway. And my girlfriend's mom threw me in the car and drove me right back home. My shins were all bloody. Yeah, I beat up this body pretty bad. Well, you might need to get one, Jeff. I mean, there's shit, man. $24. I like it. Mateo Outdoors. What's up, buddy? Just testing out a new mesh fire pit, stainless steel. We had a ripping fire. Now we're just seeing what happens. We want to see what the mesh looks like after the coals go out. Had a great bed of coals for cooking. Yeah, it's just a little mesh fire pit. Comes in this little tiny bag. And I piled it up. Had a good fire. I seen it on a different buddy's channel and decided to order one up. $24. Can't go wrong. So far. I was, thinking might get a few little embers pop through the bottom onto the sidewalk or something. But nothing. Pretty cool. No, doesn't melt. The mesh is stainless steel. I think the legs are as well. They're pretty heavy. They don't feel like aluminum. They don't look like aluminum either. They got the stainless steel look. The legs and the very center of the legs is on a bracket. The bottoms of the legs and the tops of the legs are separate. Everything slides together and into that little tiny bag. The mesh pit folds in half and then rolls up. $24. I'll show you the bag. Holy crap, almost took a fall. That's right, they'd find me in the morning. Oh. Okay. Here's the bag. Little tiny bag. All that fits into this. Ooh, I can feel the heat. Still. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And then I was saying earlier, if you put your tripod over top of this with a grill or a kettle, you could be cooking. Yeah, and that's sweet. Just look on Amazon. They got all different ones. Anywhere from $20 on up. I don't know if this is the exact same one that 210 Outdoors had, or if I ended up getting one similar. I don't remember. It might have been out of stock or something. I got a different one, but basically the same thing, same price range. I mean, it's not that big. You've seen the bag. I mean, you can strap it to your backpack, throw it in your canoe or kayak, whatever. No, the back half is still holding water. And then we're going to get more rain, yeah. I don't know. I might be dragging the canoe out back in the back of the property. I was saying before, I'm just itching to get over onto my next door neighbor. I don't know if if you ever see any of the videos that I do out back, sometimes I'll say, that huge break in the trees is a lake over, next door. I guess it's like 16 acres, 16-acre lake, if you want to call it a lake or pond or whatever. But it's never been fished. I mean, I've never seen anybody back there. I bet you there's some giant bluegills and stuff in there. I'd love to walk over and fish that, but I would love even more if my back half would just stay flooded. Jimmy boy. Yeah, it's huge. It's I think it's natural and like 16 acres. And then right next to that, they dug a quarry. And I think that's like 5 acres. But I would want to fish the one that's right alongside of my property. I could go back to the campsite and just walk through. And now that they're, I don't know, 80s. Husband died. And the wife's probably in her 80s and still owns the property. I wanted to call her and ask her. And a couple of the other neighbors are just like, go ahead, just do it. Is there any fish in it, Matt? I mean, over here, when it gets really bad and it floods over here, being where I'm at, I mean, there'll be fish in the street, in the ditches. Yeah, I noticed frogs are back. Seemed like they were gone for years, or just not around. I don't know. But I see a lot of frogs here now too, which is nice. I mean, I'm so sick of seeing toads right here, especially right here by my back door. It's nice to come out and see a nice big green frog jumping 12 feet at a time. We've had some crazy snakes here. I don't know if because we're by the. I thought, well, we're right by the river. Maybe the freighters are dumping their ballasts or something. Crazy shit's climbing up and. But then looking them up, I guess it was just a rat snake. The one was a rat snake. The other one I don't know because it looked like a rattlesnake. And every time I'd poke it, it'd roll over and play dead. So I don't know what that was. The other two were huge. The rat snake, I think it was the rat snake, all black with like a light colored belly. That thing fought me like it creeped me out. I mean, I tried killing it and it reared up on me and that was a tough snake. Vivian, hello. Yeah, this is a $25 portable fire pit with a stainless steel mesh pit. Comes in this little bag, folds up for 24 bucks. I figured I'm gonna give it a try. We had a big fire going. Wasn't huge logs or anything, but you can see there's a few more right there. I don't know, 3-4 inch diameter, and then a bunch of sticks. Big pile of coals, red hot coals. It looks like it discolored the mesh, but that's it. And just like I figured, all the air coming through the bottom, it's burning it out pretty quick. It's probably going to be, cool pretty quick here. But for the money, I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure why I was killing it, but I hit it with a rake. And, when you puncture a snake with a rake, there was two of them. The one, I put him out of his misery pretty quick. That big snake, I hit him with the rake and it just pissed him off. Reared up on me. I was like, holy crap. And he had holes in him from the rake, and it just made him mad. I'm like, what is this thing? Oh my God, I gotta call somebody. It came off of a freighter. Because we do get some crazy bugs too here that it's like, what the heck is this? This come off of a freighter? I mean, but I think it was just a rat snake, I think. Yep, I'm gonna make a movie, Freighter Snakes. The one that looked like a rattlesnake was tiny, and my cat was playing with it. And I went over there, and I'm like, holy crap, it's got like diamonds on it, And he looked up at me, and he pawed it a couple times, and it just flipped over on its back and played dead. I was like, wow, that's pretty wild. But he ended up killing that one. I don't know what that was. That stupid cat. That stupid cat brought home a squirrel. I'm like, what? And he's just going at it, And I'm like, hey, hey, hey. And I nudged him with my foot to get him off of the squirrel. Because I thought it might be alive still. Half the rabbits he would bring back, I'd let them go. They'd live, but the squirrel wasn't, he had killed it. And I tried brushing him off with my foot, pushing his name was Hunter. I pushed Hunter off of the squirrel. And he looked up at me and gave me this look like, you're next, buddy. When I'm done with the squirrel, you're next. Yeah, he ended up disappearing. I don't know what happened to him. He took off. He probably took down a deer or something and moved on. He was a crazy cat. But didn't do anything I wanted him, for. He was a barn cat, and all he did was wreck my stuff. He'd pee all over my ice shanty, knock shit off the shelves. Probably chasing mice, but yeah, he disappeared. Probably went to live in the woods somewhere. He's like, I'm getting away from this guy. He locks me up in the barn at night. Yeah, I agree, man. I just don't care for them. They don't care for me. Never really had one that liked me. Had another one, and a neighbor lady come over. This was a different cat, mind you. Neighbor lady comes over. Hey, I think your cat's over at my house. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, you're gonna have to bring him back because he won't let me pick him up. He'll tear me a new one. And she just looked at me like I was some kind of abuser or something. I'm like, I never did nothing to the cat. He just didn't like me. And he disappeared shortly after that. So I think, and they were moving. So I think she took him with them when they moved. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. And you know what? My dogs have been better mousers than any cat I've owned. I mean, I had the chocolate lab who would sit in the middle of the yard and watch the moles or voles, whichever. I think voles are smaller than moles. But he'd watch them dig their tunnels in the grass, and he'd just run over and pounce and yank those things right out of the ground and kill them. And then in the barn, I knew there was a bunch of mice in this cardboard box. I brought it outside, dumped it over, and the chocolate lab, and we had a Cairn Terrier like Toto from Wizard of Oz, and they were just going crazy, killing mice. It's like, I don't need a cat. Actually, looks like something's out there right now by the barn. Can't tell. All right, you got one person left. Is that Mateo hanging in there? Let's see. Let's take a look at this mesh. See where we're at. Ooh, just knocked the hots on my foot. Look at that. Oh boy, settle down, settle down. I don't see anything wrong with the mesh. And it's so wild. One big hot chunk right here from that branch. Oof. It's hot. Very, very hot. Nothing underneath. That is pretty cool. $25. Don't want to put any more on. Oh, did you hear that? Stuff is dry as a bone. So it looks like it just discolored it. That was it. And the way the wind's hitting the bottom, I bet you be out, probably out cold within 10 minutes. Dump it on the ground, throw it back in a little pouch. Pretty cool. Alright, I don't know what time it is, but probably getting late. I'm going to end it here, and this will be in the videos, some videos, of course, so we will keep tabs on it and see how well it lasts. I love it when I find shit for 25 bucks that works good. I got... Sounds good, Matt. Have a good night. And see everybody. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming in and joining the live. What's the matter, Axel? What do you see, buddy? Oh, there we go. 1 o'clock, 30%. All right. Peace out.